Second of all. Third of all.
She didn't cut me off. Now we were nothing. Your love should treat me like
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta get used to like big screening that shit. So yeah, man. We motherfucking got some sounds now. We figured it out. That's what took us so long. We would have been on here like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock on the dot. I don't know if you can even hear my mic. Can you hear me? Let me know. Let me go to the chat. Let me check if we live. A couple different things. Today is gonna be like a somewhat serious topic. No, we here. Hold on, let me see. We motherfucking got some sounds now. We figured it out. Yep. We looking clean. You. Let me see. You can hear me, so. But yeah, we back here today. Let's be the first person to like, first person to watch. Yo. We motherfucking back today in the building, man. We got a podcast for y'all today. I won't say it's a full serious topic. I'll try my best not to make it serious because I really don't have any experience in this topic like that. But I've seen it firsthand and everybody has. But first, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. For y'all, we updated our page. Hold on. We updated our page. Hold on, one more update. One more go back. Now I don't want to go there. Go to our fucking page, nigga. Well, it's only showing this right now because I'm on here. But originally, our homepage had a different video at the top. As I saw when we first came in this bitch. Damn, it won't pop up no more because I'm on live. If I wasn't on live, it would be there. Like my homepage, I just updated it so it looked different. Anyways. I gotta update this shit too. I'm gonna do something new. Something different. I'll probably do it when we hit 300 subscribers. But yeah, man, we motherfucking back in the building, man. I'll probably do like 2 different videos that's on the laptop today since we figured out how to do the sounds. But today we're gonna keep the podcast kind of short, briefish. It's really like 1 or 2 topics. It's really one. It's about single mothers. Shout out to my sister. But shout out to all the single mothers out there. But also, you know, like I kind of like want to talk about why they are even single in the first place. I have a video that doesn't explain why most women are single, but it does start to like give me the idea and based off my personal experiences. See my sister go through certain shit too with certain other women. And then I was at the graduation yesterday, so everybody who watched, shout out to everybody who tuned in yesterday to Power Worlds. We had 100 and something viewers, 145 I believe, 146. Let me get some juice. Well, yesterday. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to move this couch up more. I thought I wasn't gonna have to. So yeah. You guys can hear me. Everything is smooth. Let's go back to the live stream just in case somebody has commented. No, zero, you here? Nobody, let me know. No, nobody's here yet. Just okay. Back. So yeah. Other day we were at hold on. Par said let me know, so let me text Pars. Alright, so yeah. We'll probably roll up to it in the process. Before we start this little video. So yeah, man, I was at a graduation with my sister the other day, and okay, what's the I don't know what he just said. He just said some shit. Did I use the bottom of this already? No, I did not. Interesting. So yeah, man, like I was at the graduation the other day, bro, and it was just this one girl got up there, and she kind of went and spoke for everybody, but not everybody, but like all the Puerto Rican women who've been struggling in life without a father, right? And it just had me thinking about my sister, because my sister graduated yesterday, but she was also a single mother and raising 2 kids, and pretty much, you know, things happen between couples and relationships and stuff like that all the time, and you always wonder, like, you know, why, how come type shit, or how come people are still not together. And people have their reasons, and I get it. Some things are, you know, validated. If you're not married, I get why there's not a serious obligation to stay all the time. But I always started to believe if I have kids with somebody, bro, I'm trying to make it work. Majority of the time, I'm trying to make it work. I'm not sitting here actively. I'm just thinking about me personally. But anyways, I was thinking about how this lady was talking about it and how genuinely she started to cry because she's been going through it and it's been rough. You know what I'm saying? Like, in life and going to college and going to school. And I really just want to come on here and one, say congratulations to my sister again. She did that. She's the first person in our household to ever graduate from college, any type of college. I've never graduated from any college. I went to college but never graduated. So I commend her for that. And the reason why I really commend her is because, like I said, she's been struggling with 2 kids by herself pretty much. Baby daddy's around, but he got 5 other kids. She knew this before she got into the bitch. That's what kind of pissed me off about my sister. She knew what kind of shit she was getting herself into, and like chose baby daddy's around, chose the bad side. If you know, I chose that lifestyle. I won't say chose the bad style. Chose that lifestyle. Um, and for me, I just never seen my sister ever going that route. But you know, we don't never know what the world holds and never know what people feel on the inside. But it's been something that ever since it's happened, it's been like it always eats at me because you know it's my sister. She's my older sister though. She's not my younger sister, so it don't really feel like some protection shit. But as a younger brother, seeing it and like just knowing how my mom was my mom and my dad was forever, and just knowing that my sister probably wanted that just as much. You know what I mean? So. I won't get too much more deeper into the situation. If I already got the basis of what I'm saying. Of we're talking about single mothers. So, anyways, it bothers me because like you know, I want my nephew to be well raised, and not saying that you can't have a single mother and be well raised as a kid or child. It's just way more complicated on the kid's psyche, the kid's mental space, the kid's living conditions, you know, all that. Um, and I know I have a couple people in here and the friends and people who might have moms and dads who are not together. You know what I'm saying? Um, and this topic is very real for like a lot of people, so it's not just something I notice or something that people, you know what I'm saying, like it's not something that people just, you know, it's not something people are just going over and out, like, you know, it's something that's actually happening often, more often than not. And I actually wanted to show you guys well, based off of what they got recorded, the U.S. whoever recorded ChatGPT, whoever records the United States, you know, what's it called, population and all that shit. And I looked it up, and I was always listening to like podcasters and shit like that, and it's crazy how many of colored women are. It's mainly colored women who are divorced or single with a child. And the percentage is fucking crazy, at least from 2023. And I was just wanting to do my own research, or at least put it into a YouTube search, because I won't sit here and say I went and did countless research and countless time that had different, you know what I'm saying. I won't sit here and act like I did that. I literally clicked like maybe 2-3 different searches, whatever, checked on those. Feel me? See what that's about. Oh, word, okay. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to show y'all that. But I was shocked just to know that that's mainly like what the rate is. And I believe it because you don't really see or hear about too many different other races supporting. And I don't know. I feel like white people also are up there with the divorce rate. But like white people are more forgiving, and they always get back with each other, it seems like, or they always yeah, like I said, forgive one another majority of the time. So I feel like their rates aren't that high, but most black people like stay single and don't get back into relationships. But my point being is that it's about choices a lot of times, and I'm learning that a lot of single mothers never made the right choice in the first place. And I'm not here to talk about what you should do, what you shouldn't do, why. I'm just talking about things that I feel like maybe you should, as women who are trying not to make the same mistakes again, and men who aren't trying not to make the same mistakes again by getting into a relationship with those type of women as well, is listening for real, understanding the situation in the first place. And it was just something that popped up the other day on my feed. It was about a basketball player, and his girl. And y'all probably know him, whatever. Yeah, if y'all can see my tab, y'all probably already see what it's about. So, but yeah, man, I genuinely was on my feed the other day, just chilling, vibing. You feel me? Like, seen this clip. One of my favorite players, personally. I got hella fucking clips. What am I doing? I'm just gonna start this video after I roll up. But yeah, men be going through it too. Like, you know, some men be wanting to be in their women's lives, and some women, because of their bitterness or because of their past choices and stuff like that they made, sometimes they make other men suffer for it, and it's not fair. It's not fair to some men that want to be in their child's lives, like, for example, DDG and Haley or Holly Bailey, whatever the bitch name is. Like, there's so many situations where we're not just talking money. We're talking about your actual just feelings for people, your actual, you know, your emotions, and the things that you go through on a day to day. That's not, you know, social media based. You know, because them two were like very social media and stream heavy. Everybody knowing their business. Even with all that going on, someone got bitter.
But he got 5 other kids.
Someone got bitter along the way. No matter how you look at it, somebody didn't like the way somebody was doing something, and I'm pretty sure it was DDG who, you know, started doing his own little thing, and she didn't like that. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. But either way, that's not what she wanted for her baby. Supposedly, it's not what she signed up for. Blase, right? People told her you shouldn't have went that route in the first place. Mom, maybe dad, herself. But she went with her gut feeling or whatever she thought was right. And now, as humans, we do nowadays have the ability to change pretty much anything we want, especially if we got money for it. We could change the outcome of certain things that we didn't want to happen if we had the money or whatever. You know, like Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? That nigga changed the outcome of the polls because the money he had, the connections he had, all that shit. Yeah, we could, you know, well, at the end of the day, her original choice, her original decision was not the right one, personally. Knowing his background, knowing what he's about. Some people like, oh, well, I was deceived. Your decision to be deceived. At the end of the day, my dad had to teach me, like I said, I told people about responsibility and shit. Like, at the end of the day, you chose to hang with that man. You chose to be with him after multiple people told you at least do some investigating. Please do some research. Another reason why it's probably good to bring up her is because she's a black woman. But this black woman is choosing a single life, if that makes sense. She's choosing to separate DDG from her father, from his father, from not DDG from his father. Sorry, Halo. She's keeping Halo literally from DDG, seeing his father, and that's part of the reason why divorce rate is so high in black women, because women get, as a word I used before, I was about to say spiteful, but that's not the word I used. Bitter. Someone got bitter. Someone started to feel some way. Meanwhile, they're both rich. They're they both have money, bro. Like good money, good whatever to take care of the baby, bro. Like it's like when did y'all stop caring about yourselves and start caring about the child? You know what I mean? Like yeah, like of course y'all relationship and shit look all whack and funky and shit. But what about raising a kid? Like that's what DDG sounded like he was about. Like he was dad just trying to sound like he wanted to be the dad for him, whether the full relationship was rocky or not. I'm not sure if DDG wanted to get married with Holly or wanted to settle down or whatever if he was too young. Let y'all live in y'all little state. Y'all fresh brand new couple got a kid. Like go live your lives. But for them to for her to want to get a divorce or not a divorce, to literally stop having him see him after they broke up, it's kind of hard. It's hurtful. That's different, bro. Like it's just you're just doing stuff out of spite now. Now you're fucking up the kid's life, and you're kind of fucking up your own mental space because you still love the man's. Sub shape or form, because you had his kid. At the end of the day, you had his kid. So, anyways, what we're about to go into is first. I just wanted to show y'all. So it says that 2023, there's approximately. First of all, this number was fucking ridiculous when I saw it. It's approximately 7.3 billion single mothers in the United States. Now here we go again. What I was saying, I don't want it to be all about the women. Men didn't. There's some men out here that don't take responsibility and choose to literally leave the wife. The wife wants to be with them. Yes, I understand the double standard. Women, please don't get it twisted. I'm totally here for. The other side. I already hear how, like, for instance, in my sister's case, she wants to be in the man's life, but the man has a whole bunch of other shit going on and wants a whole bunch of other different shit. She knew this from the jump, though. It's choices. The way he treated her through certain things is maybe not right at all. But there was choices that each woman in each scenario could have made or make about their significant other and the way they actually move, the way they actually act, the way they behave. Could have made a conscious decision either to continue on with this person or to leave this person or to work it out through thick and thin for the kids, because this is what you signed up for when you have a baby. And that's what we're really talking about. We're really talking about the ones with the kids, single mothers. So then it says typically, my fault, is women's in their 30s and 40s. About half have never been married. They are more likely to be black compared to mothers overall. So they're not even giving y'all, like, black, they're not even giving black people slack. They're not even giving black people 1 inch of slack. Y'all, we have been the highest. It made me want to think, like, is it the women, is it the black women, or is it the black men, for real? I haven't got to that answer. So now I was like, I could look up that answer as well. But the race normally typically, so it says 40% black mothers. You know, there's 40%, 41, my fault. I don't know why I said 41. But since 2023, so the last 2 years, black mothers and Hispanic mothers have the most. Then it goes compared to white, which is 14, which I believe white women are a little bit higher, but you know, Um, I just genuinely look at it in a sense of, okay, like, white women was like some of the first women to actually like just be filing for divorce to get the money. He right though. That's kind of right though. Damn. Damn. Because most white women stay with men, and when they leave, either they already had the prenup signed, so they're already getting half. So most men don't even want to leave. And if most white men are smart, most white men probably don't sign the prenup. Black men ain't that smart, so we be signing this shit. Or whatever the one it is, reverse. See, I'm not even that smart to remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure, making sure I don't sign whatever it is that give me half of my shit. The heck's no. How many single black fathers in the USA? So that's even sadder though. It's sadder because it seems like black women are actually taking their kids away from black men. Likely to be heads. Yeah, it says many stereotypes about the absences, but there is 1 million black fathers. I just feel like out of 7 million single mothers, and versus the like 1 million, that doesn't make sense. Like the math almost ain't mathing, but still, that's a crazy, crazy difference. And like I said, then it goes back to choices because that means there's more women out here getting pregnant by men, and either one not knowing who the daddy is, two having too much sex with too many guys, and being mad that nobody wants to keep her around. Damn, like I said, it always comes back down to choices, man. It comes back down to if you was listening or not. And that brings me to the video. So then, all right, so I'm pretty sure men is the, it says men are the most likely to be head single father households. 29% doesn't necessarily mean they're involved with their children's lives. So we're the head, like black people are the number one, most likely number one people to be in their in be a single father. They're number one to be a single father. They're probably number one, but it's not guaranteed that they're always in their child's lives. And that's the one thing that I'm talking about, low key, for the men, is that yes, there's men out here that won't be in their kids' lives, like, you know, some out here. And the one for me, that's one more personal for me, but I won't say he's not in the life. He just has so many kids. It's kind of hard to keep up. He got like 5, bro, including the 2. He got 3 over, like 3 or 4 over there at the house. So it's like that situation alone. He's a single father with 6 kids, but that's like, again, his bad choices. Men have the choice too. Women, y'all have a choice too. I just want y'all to understand. Don't feel like somebody's attacking y'all, but men have the choice to pull out and do what they need to do, but so do y'all women, to make sure y'all know who and when and how this is going down. Women be like, no, I don't even know it. You can learn your body just as much as he did when he wanted to nut and when he felt like it was a good time. Now, understanding you could have used a condom, understanding that, all right, I understand condoms break, but understanding you could have went to the store the next day instead of going to a fucking mall and buying new panties. You could have went to the fucking, what's it called, and bought some goddamn Plan Bs or bought some goddamn pregnancy tests. Been prepared, figure out what you need to do. Either take a Plan B or not take a Plan B, whatever one you are for or against. Make sure you understand though that these are the responsible ways of handling those sex acts when you're going down with a man. Women, I think women have to be more responsible than men because obviously men have, as you can see, there's only a certain amount of niggas who've gotten caught. To like, you feel me? Like it's only a certain niggas who've gotten caught where they don't even have to be in their father's, or like they've either gotten caught to the point where like they're in the life and they just have to live it, and they're threatened by, I don't know, but there's so many men who seem to escape from women. It's 7 million and some change, and there's only 1 million, so there's like six million men out there just freelancing. You feel me? That makes sense. Yes, families with single fathers. It's like it's there's 6 million other guys out there with kids, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's more than obviously 6 million, but yeah. So there's single fathers there's only a certain amount of single fathers, but all the other fathers either got thrown away or they got into an argument and they're not together no more for whatever reason, and the female normally takes the child. So this is where I'm saying like widow, divorced, separated, or never married. So a lot of times, like I said, women either take the child away from the dad or whatever to raise them on their own, and that's not great to do, especially if you're trying to raise a boy as a female. Males need male bonding. Males need male compassion. Males need male discipline. Males need male energy. Males need male food. Whatever males do, another male low key needs that to embody himself. I'm talking about, and I say male because sometimes the one male is an alpha, the other one is just a boy or just is a young, pup. He needs to be led, needs to be shown how to grow into that. Just like, well, see, in the wild, some mamas, but the mamas be having a papa bear. A papa. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. You can't. Still, it's all the same. I don't know why I'm sitting here even trying to go. Even in the wild, the mom is home majority of the time watching the kids at the den, just getting food for the den. That's how it was naturally intended for. I want to say for God, but genuinely nowadays, it's okay for the women to go out there and fend and get some food. But like I said, right now the biggest thing is like women and men arguing, breaking up, and leaving the kid to either one parent, and the one parent gotta find a new dad, or the new dad the new dad got like 6 other kids. That shit is crazy, low key. Like that is the Brady Bunch, whether you like it or not. And the Brady Bunch, if you don't know what the Brady Bunch is, it's a bunch of white people. I say it's a bunch of white people. It's a white people show though, no cap, a real white people show back in the days. I want to say in the 80s and 90s. Maybe even it was a long. Anyways, family of a white woman who had like 7 kids or whatever, and then a father who had like 5 kids. but you know what I'm saying. Then they end up getting together and they live in one household, but they were like rich kind of or whatever. But everything was hectic all the time. If you actually watch the Brady Bunch, and you know things start getting crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Brady Bunch was a little wild show. I'm low key is crazy. I don't remember the Brady Bunch. I might actually go sit back here and try to find that show and rewatch it and see what I was even watching back in the day. Cause I remember the song, the theme song, but like to tell you I remember episode, I don't. But that's the first show. That's like one of the first shows that ever show you what it looks like for a divorced couple, like two divorced people who had a whole family before get together and make it work. It's like you were supposed to originally, the person you originally laid down with, that God, in the way of God's eyes, and I air quote because I'm only air quoting because people have different views, so I'll air quote for people. I believe in God, so but I air quote that, you know, you're supposed to, the person you lay down with is supposed to be the person you genuinely start the family with normally. Obviously, we done strayed away from all the religious beliefs and got into the new age, and even in this new age, some people don't take the time to cherish exactly what that may have meant to the other person, and what relationships mean to certain people. And I think it's not fair. I just think it's not fair that a lot of single black fathers out here have to go through a crazy decision making with a woman who didn't know what she wanted, or a man who didn't know what he wanted, or know what he was getting himself into, or know what she was getting himself into, when the other person decides to back out or not be, not be 100% real with what they want in life. Because I feel like that's the biggest decision when you're having a kid. Is like you back out and then you realize, like, bro, but you said last time that you weren't going to be around as much, but I didn't know you weren't going to be around like at all. But that's exactly what I said. I wasn't going to be around as much. I didn't say, like instrument. For instance, let's watch this video with Lonzo Ball before I start talking too much.
This is our caviar and champagne. This is going to be our wine, butter glass, and bottle. And then would you prefer filtered water or bottled?
I'll take bottle.
Same. Bottled?
Thank you. What'd you get last time?
I don't remember. Tenderloin or classified cut. One of those.
Do you have any particular agenda for dinner tonight?
Well, no. But just basically, this whole trip is to figure out how I can spend time with Zoe.
Did you eat gumbo earlier?
Subway.
I don't know.
Okay.
What was like your reasoning for wanting us to be out here now?
See the house, see the surroundings, and just be more involved.
Okay.
Do you think Denise would be open at all?
This is my first time seeing this clip. Like, I didn't see the whole clip. This is my first time seeing the whole entire, like, part of this show. I've never watched this show. None of this shit. Like, I seen it on my feed one time, so I'm watching it for the first time. But first take, Lonzo Ball, he don't want to be there. I'm going to just say that now. Something about Lonzo Ball is I can just read him. I feel like he was genuinely just, he felt like something was coming up. And I don't know. He just knew it. I don't know. I could just, he didn't say much. She was like, what you ate? He's talking about, I want to spend time with Zoe, but he ain't talking.
To getting back together.
I don't know. I wish her to.
They're not together. They're not together. As basically he said, I don't know. Is there gonna be any talk about getting back together? So that's why he's like that. Okay. All right, now I get the gist.
Best, we just weren't working out, so now we're both single. Well, I'm single. I don't even know if she's single. She might not be. Who knows? Ask her.
I don't know, at some point in like the last couple months we just went backwards. Things haven't been working.
Things haven't been working? I don't think I did anything wrong.
Are you kidding me? You say like Zoe is a priority and stuff, but it doesn't show. And you're just like living life without worrying about like her.
What?
And it's only gotten worse.
Whoa.
Is it frustrating when Denise says that you don't spend enough time with Zoe?
Is it frustrating?
All right, so he has a child with this girl. I'm assuming. I did know, but I didn't know who the girl was, and I didn't know he started a reality show.
Yes. If I'm not doing things her way, she acts like I'm doing it wrong.
What do you want from me? You act like I never see her. I see her every week.
That's good enough for you.
What do you mean? She's taken care of, is she not?
Yeah, because of me. I take care of her every day. You think it's easy?
I never said it was easy, but you chose to do that.
That's not an excuse, though.
Before
you
you
just
had her.
don't understand.
Before you had her, I
But
told
does
you I'm not going to be here all the time.
But
You
she's
said that's
here.
fine.
Do you think that you're gonna be doing all the work? Like I'm gonna try to do it just so it makes it easier on him. Dana was right. Like I'm literally doing everything. I knew it was gonna change, but I didn't know it would be this much of a change.
I don't blame her for the way she feels and, wanting me to do more. But right now I gotta be focused on my profession, not only for myself, but for my family.
See, that's fine. I said, all right.
You just don't get it, so there's no point talking about
You
it.
just don't get it. Sometimes I just want to see her. I don't want to see you. Well, how are you getting upset now?
I want to see her, but still, I hear what he's saying though. Like sometimes he don't. Like he don't. That's just how he felt. My nigga, like damn. After everything. And I just seen that shit was from 2018. Goddamn. So the baby must be. It's 2025. I don't know how old this is. Like I don't know if this is older, but he said he got to work on his profession. He plays basketball. He's in a professional NBA. He's in NBA. So I was like, part of the thing I was talking about was that when I seen this video and there was this clip, that part right there. It was that part where Lonzo said, you chose this or whatever, and you said you would, try to, do that. Like, you are dating an NBA athlete, like an NBA all-star. He was on a couple teams. He almost got a championship ring. You signed up for it. You were in a class. And this is what I was saying, like, sometimes your decision making, your choices. And when she asked him, or like, how come, or this was, he tells her exactly how he felt. She takes it in a way where it's understandable, upsetting. She's upset. Because first, he just said he don't want to even. He said sometimes I just want to see my baby. I don't even want to see. I don't even want to see you. He said I don't want to but that's how he felt, and they're not really together right now. She talking like they together, but he's talking like they not. Confusion off the rip, and I can see why maybe he was, I can see why he always would be frustrated with trying to see his baby, but also keep his mind on the NBA. Like, some people can do it. He's also young. This Lonzo Ball right here is probably like 26, 27. He's like my age, I believe now. Because when he went to the league, he was young as fuck. He was like 18. Matter of fact, he's probably younger than me right now, if I'm not mistaken. Hey Siri, how old is Lonzo Ball?
Lonzo Ball is 27 years old.
Yeah, I did that shit perfectly. Wait. Hey Zero, how old is Lonzo Ball? I want to see when his birthday was. Hey Siri, how old is Lonzo Ball?
Lonzo Ball is 27 years old.
Yeah, he a Sagittarius, just like me. He was born. Wait, no, I lied. He's October 27th. It goes to. Yeah, he was close. He's close though. He was born in 97, just like me though. But yeah, he's at that point in his life. I don't know if it is right now, but he's at that point in his life too. He's coming off of an injury that was very career ending, but he's still playing through it and trying to get his bag because he's been a rookie and he's one of those rookies who never took off fully to his full potential. So he's trying to get back in that bag, being one of the best point guard shooters, one of the best point guards in the league. But he has a freaking baby now, and you know it's hard when you want to focus on both and try to put in as much time as you can with your daughter and your family. You got your dad on your back. His dad lost his leg. I believe he got it amputated recently. But the best thing about Lonzo is that he got a brother in the league as well. He got Jello in the league. But the sad thing about Jello is that Jello's getting a bag, right? But Jello ain't getting no rings either. These two been struggling for a grip, so it's like they having their own battles with themselves, trying to be good in the NBA. And this is a completely rare story compared to the small ones where people are arguing about little shit, diapers, and why you ain't go to the store today, and this is why we about to break up because I'm tired of arguing with you, versus like these people who actually got money. Like, look at the bottles behind them. They about to spend. Niggas didn't even care about the price, talking about a steak and whatnot, and Shawty's worried about him and hanging out. He literally just took you out tonight. Like, what you crying about? Like, it's small stuff, you know? I feel like you're not doing enough. He's an NBA. You should be able to have some money on the side right now. Hire a babysitter or hire somebody else to help you, whatever. Instead of making it seem like he's not trying to be everything he could be. He's literally trying to live out the dreams that most people cannot live out, which is being an NBA all-star or just an NBA player in general. Being in the league. And some people put their feelings and emotions over certain people's dreams and goals, and these are conversations that they've already had in 2018. Conversations that they've talked about, things that they probably already went to counseling about, things that, you know what I'm saying? Things that money just can't fix. Things that money just can't fix. So, like, it's about the decisions, man, at the end of the day. I feel like, because Lonzo made the decision to be in the NBA first. He didn't make the decision to have a baby first. Lonzo didn't have a baby when he was 18. Lonzo had a baby when he was like 21, like 22. After he done had 3 years or something like that in the league, he got money coming in. He not in the G League, you feel me? He getting real money now. And it's not easy when you got real money and you live in a real spot you gotta afford. Maybe he even bought a crib, but he still got other things. He got other expenses that he got to pay out. Being in the NBA is no easy job. People, you just got to play basketball. No, I got to work out daily. I got schedules I got to be up on. I got to be at fucking, I live in Chicago. I got to be in Memphis. Not even for a basketball game. I got to be in Memphis for a practice because fucking Michael Jordan gonna be there or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it's small stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's small shit that a lot of people don't peep with. When they, you watch the shows nowadays, you see everyday life, and you start to realize, like, damn, this nigga really had to go do a lot today. Like, niggas just be tired, man. Niggas just want to eat and maybe talk about something fun.
They're just so annoying. Whatever.
It always ends like this.
Why do you tell Denise you'd rather see Zoe without her?
I was just talking angry. I mean, we were both mad. Right now, we're not getting along, so, I mean, when we see each other, it's always a fight. And I'm just not trying to deal with that right now. I just want to see Zoe.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna do what I can to make it as easy as I can for you. Whatever I can do, I'll die trying, all right?
That was ass. That was ass, Lonzo. But still, he still went to say sorry. He still went to go try to at least, I don't know, ease her in some type of way, shape, or form. Personally, in situations like this is where too is like some conversations can be had, but some people weren't listening. Some conversations can be had, but things aren't going to be changed. So this is where I'm like, loyalty and being with a person matters, and knowing who you're going to be with and what they do matters, and knowing their styles, the way they are, the emotions, their feelings, that shit matters. That would stop the whole separation rate in the first place. Y'all wouldn't even be getting together in the first place. Y'all wouldn't even be having sex in the first place if y'all would start having more of these conversations first. Some of y'all, I'm more so talking to the women, because women have that conscious mind after sex. Sometimes after the hormones done been released, after all of the pheromones and all that shit been released, y'all start having conscious minds is after. Like right now, when she thinking down the line, she thought about it when she was with him, like, oh, he rich, and I could just take care of the baby, I could stay home and not have no problems. Till he not home all the time and he really balling, he really out there doing what he need to do, and then the time that he want to go chill and do some shit is not with you. You got to be able to understand why or how come. You got to be able to deal with that, because you said you wanted to have a kid with him and get possibly married with him. You gave him some dream. You gave him a part of his dream. Whether you like it or not, ladies, y'all got to be held responsible for that. I feel like y'all got to be held for the things you guys said and wanted in the first place. Oh, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I'll do it. I promise. If you just pay everything he's doing, I'm pretty sure Lonzo got bags now. He got bags. They not eating that. You his ex and you eating out with him is not, no. That's not small, bro. And you still on the reality. That's not small shit. You got contracts, you got paperwork, you got a whole bunch of shit. This could be for a whole bunch of drama. This could be some bullshit. You feel me? This could be fake. I genuinely wasn't that invested, but I'm just talking about. All right, but bet cut scene, and I review it just as a, genuinely. I think she's needs to focus on what she said she was going to do. The baby is not even, it was 2018 and it's 2025 right now. Lonzo was born in 1997. 2018, the baby was born. So he did have a baby when he first came into the league. I'm lying on my eyes. So he was young when he had the kid. He was, because Lonzo's 18... 2018, I was 21. Yeah, I was right. So he was like 21. I was right. He was like 21, going on 20 or 21 when he had a baby. So the baby's like 4 to 5, 6, 7 now. Well, he actually, I don't know. He actually owned up to why though. I don't know if he owned up to the girl's name, Denise. I don't know if he owned up to Denise that he don't like talking to her. He kind of did, but I don't know if he owned up to her like on the side. Was like, you know, I don't like actually having these conversations with you, or like I don't like talking like this unless it's like about the girl. Like I don't know if he's had those conversations or not, but the way he said it was very like, damn. I ain't gonna lie, I felt it too. I was like, shit. Like, you just want to see the baby? Like, but she must have, like I said, I don't know their full backstory. I don't know what the niece has done to him to make him upset or mad or for them to be in this predicament, but they have a kid together. And right now, Lonzo ain't off the hook either for not wanting to at least be a part of both of their lives. But he's making an effort. This is the one thing I do appreciate about most men who do single fathers, the single fathers and shit like that, who make an effort. He took her out to dinner. The kid is doing whatever, like getting watched by whoever. And he's taking you out to dinner right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, take the time to realize that. The kid, you're not watching the kid right now. You're going out to dinner. Have a good time. Get some wine. You know, fill up on Lonzo Ball. You feel me? I feel like that part is it's the sad part about a lot of women. Women want the answers to reasons why in the last couple years or months you couldn't watch him, or why can't you start doing it more now. And he just, like I said, just came back from an injury. Like, an injury. Like, I'm talking about this injury was, like, people are like, he's not coming back to basketball. I forgot he tore it. Hey, Siri.
Mm-hmm.
What injury did Lonzo Ball recently have?
Lonzo Ball had a torn meniscus that required surgery. Answer is from fandom.com.
This nigga had a torn, listen to me, he had a torn meniscus. Hey Siri, how long does it take for a torn meniscus to heal?
The average recovery time for a torn meniscus is between 4 to 8 weeks. This answer is from johnfoy.com.
2 months it take you to recover from a fucking, and that's depending how bad it is. It's not saying like, that's just saying, hey, This could be 4 to 8 months. You could be on that bitch for a whole... And then on top of that, you gotta recover? Your leg is not the same. You have to have surgery. And we're saying the shit tore. It tore apart. This is a torn meniscus this nigga's coming from. And he has to go back to the NBA, play against niggas who got fresh meniscuses. He got fresh meniscuses and fresh knees, fresh thighs, calves, everything is fresh. And he got to go perform for his daughter, for you, in front of 100,000 people. Let's just give it 100,000. Maybe 50,000. 50,000 people. I don't think basketball stadiums get 100,000, but some do maybe. But maybe like 50,000. 50,000 people. You feel me? Like every other night. And for not even every other night. He got to do that shit for... There's how many games in a season? I believe there's technically almost like 100 games in a season. There's technically like 100 games. No person has really ever got to like 100 games. But I believe you get like, there's 82 games. My fault. There's 82 games in the season. 82 games. Then they gotta play 82 games. He might get a chance to sit out for a couple weeks, but 82 fucking games this nigga gotta play, y'all. I just want y'all to understand, and all the women who don't understand basketball or understand physics or understand how taxing basketball is. And we're not talking about just 82 games. We're talking about 82 weeks of practice. 82 weeks of gym time. Not 82 weeks, but the season is about a year long, like almost 6 months long. So 6 to 7 months long. Yeah, like 6 to 7 months long is the season, I believe. And then you got the finals and shit like that. That's what make it go longer sometimes. But you gotta think about how many practices and how much wear and tear is on a man's body. And he's 27 years old when he got this. He got his injury last year or whatever. He's 26, 27. Just got back off of a fresh injury that takes him a whole year and a half to recover. Because at first, if you think about it, it's 8 months. That's half the season already. If he got it during the season, that's pretty much the whole season. He was gone. Then he has to wait for the next season to come around. And when the next season comes around, he still has to wait because he's in rehab and making sure his meniscus is fully fucking healed. Because it's not going to only take 8 months. 8 months is like recovery time. Like, that's 8 months in the fucking cast. We're not even talking about how we're not even talking about how bad your meniscus could have been torn. Anyways. Point being. Let's check the chat. I don't know. I've been going on a rant for a minute. Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, good. Okay, we ain't got nobody in the chat. Good. How many people in here? Nobody? Let me see. Just me still? Two. Not bad. Hopefully people pull up. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, in Lonzo's case too, though, Lonzo didn't, Lonzo did not, they're not separated yet, but like I said, I'm pretty sure Lonzo would have custody over his baby. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this even is going. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know what their situation really is. Stop, man. I don't know what their situation is, to be honest. But I was gonna get into a second topic, but I'll just save my next video, which won't be a podcast. It will be more like a reaction video / be aware video. I'm gonna see if Chris wants to see her and watch it or something, react to it. I mean, he's already been on stream and shit like that, but see if he wants to. He said he's supposed to be coming over. But y'all, I'm gonna see you on the next stream. We are streaming today. I don't know if we're gonna stream. I want to stream it. I might stream it. We'll see. I might do NCAA, or FIFA. But yeah, hope each and every one of you guys having a blessed rest of your day. What I was trying to say was, though, my ending goal and my ending topic of the day was like my ending point. Let me just say my ending point, because we didn't have much. We stared off here and there. It's really about commitment when you want to be in a relationship with someone and you want to have a baby. When you're going to have a baby with someone, that is where the commitment needs to take place. So learning how to be accountable You're bringing life into this world. So I'm not saying I'm gonna be perfect. I'm not saying that my life can't turn out like this. I just know there is ways of preventing it. There is ways of making sure you and your partner set boundaries, and set a solid rule, that we're not going anywhere, and we're not going to cheat on one another, and we're not going to make the mistakes until our kids is grown. Let's go there. I feel like, because some people don't understand what it's like to go through their parents having infidelity in their relationships. Some people don't understand what it's like when your dad is upset, but he's not upset at you, but he can't control his emotions at this moment in time. And your mom and dad are going through a time of separation. Not every kid, and not everybody can grasp the emotions and feelings that comes with that. We can understand sometimes the scenery. We can see how it might sound to you, and see how it seems like it's a bad thing, but you're never there. You're never in those moments when people act out in a certain way, with lash out. It could be whether it's out of anger, emotion, whatever. You're just never there to see the pain sometimes that like you see it in movies all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. You see it in movies all the time, but like, for instance, I was there when my sister, and far as like, beefing and shit like that with females, I've never ever put my hands on anyone. But to see the stuff going on with my sister and her mans, that's stuff that I just never found right, especially after having kids, because I've watched so many, this is wrong, this is right, this is how you should treat, blah, blah, blah. My parents always kept me in that. We went to church, and my parents just never done that. I just never see my parents do that. So for my sister to experience it and see me, make me, and I experienced it firsthand, a lot of the weirdness and the situations of, a woman wants to keep the man around, but the man don't want to be around, or if the man does decide to stay around, the woman wants to decide to leave with the kids and take the kids and make the kids decide who's better, mommy or daddy, instead of learning how to cope and learn how to forgive and forget and try to be better with the person that you decided to even have kids with. Now, like I said, granted, there's people who make mistakes. People didn't mean to have bust a nut. I had a condom on. I don't know how you got pregnant. It's a lot of that. It's a lot. I'm not knocking that. I'm talking about people who actually made the committed decisions in the real life, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, took that time to be like, yeah, no, I'm about to bust a nut, and yeah, I'm about to keep this shit, you know what I'm saying? People like that. And then, you know what I'm saying? Think about having a kid and wasn't prepared at all. And now it's a struggle, right? Some women get into that point where it's a struggle and they don't know if they're going to even make it to the next day eating it. It's just so mentally draining and mentally stressful that makes them thinking walking away or taking off and finding somebody else that take care of them be much better. But that's just you running from your responsibilities. And men too. Men, it's the same thing. You thinking you could take off better and be better by yourself is a childish and cowardly way to think. The best way is to always try to figure out a way to make it work. The one movie I always used to reference, and I hated the way that Will Smith did this. got left. But his wife and him, if she just believed in him some more, bro, man, then they would have been up like Donald Trump, bro. And she left because she just felt like she was tired of all this same bullshit that he was going through. But it's called the Pursuit of Happiness. The Pursuit of Happiness. It just talks about pretty much Will Smith's trials and tribulations, man. And that's one movie I think I'll go watch shit today. That shit made me cry every time I see it, man. Shout out to Will Smith. He's one of the best actors to ever fucking live, bro. Cause when he played that old man, he made me think about like just how people work on a day-to-day trying to get by, bro, no matter what it is, but they also have a dream. So like I said, Lonzo Ball is one of those people who had a dream and he's made it come true at the age of, he was 18, 19. Feel me? Lonzo Ball 18, 19 in the NBA. So be aware of your decision makings. Hold yourself responsible and accountable when you do decide to have children. I haven't had no kids yet. I've been responsible enough to pull out, and if I haven't pulled out, I made sure we took care of what we had to take care of. It's facts. Be ready. It's better to be ready than to not be ready and have to deal with an actual human being who actually has to be registered in the USA, at least. If you're talking about outside anywhere else, because they weren't even, I said in the USA, in the US, it's a feel me? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about, goddamn it. I'm just saying, genuinely, bro, be prepared, be ready if you do want to have kids. Being a single mother is not fun. And I know some women want to, you know, like, oh, he didn't want to stay, he didn't want to be in my life. Some of y'all women gotta think about why. Y'all gotta really think about how come, and think about it to yourself. Don't sit here and be like, all I did was one. No. It was something else that he probably told you straight up to your face, like Lonzo did and the bitch went to a whole meeting. She said she's gonna try, and it's only been a couple years now. So the fact that you still feel some way, and Lonzo's just telling you now that we broke up and I want just to see my daughter sometime. Like you really not, you know, you just somebody else that seemed to get into an argument with me every time I see you. And it seemed like it was facts. They seemed like they didn't really even have much to say to each other. So understand who you with, understand who you love, man. Pay attention to the red flags. But single mothers, sometimes you won't become a single mother if you didn't, you know, get into a situation in the first place. Understanding your worth, understanding your value is key. Understanding logic, women. I'm so serious. Stop saying I'm the Lulu. I didn't even know. I'm the Lulu. The Lulu. No, bitch. You're dumb. You're dumb, and you about to give niggas some cum, and they about to be dead. Just leave your ass, yo. Like, cause men need something real. We don't need to be fucking in a fantasy every day, because we already know what porn is about. We know what fucking Instagram is about. We already know what the fantasies could be. We need some type of logic that keeps us in reality and keeps us stable with our life, like a son and actually having responsibilities. Those keep men stable. So when he come home and you like, baby, I need you to help me with this, such and such, that keep a man stable and wanting to do more with you, for you, as long as you are able to. Feel me? So, hope each and every one of you guys have a blessed rest of your day, man. This podcast went a little longer than I wanted to. We talked enough really just about being, how hard it is to be a single woman, and plus how hard it is to be a single man in these day and ages. But we also talked about what you could and cannot do to better yourselves and not end up like Lonzo Ball. Definitely don't end up like Lonzo Ball. You definitely don't say nothing that Lonzo Ball done just said. Because Lonzo said some funny. Lonzo said, I really want to see, like, I mean, be honest, but keep it to the point where she ain't about to cry. Because it sounds like you just say you don't even want to see the bit. You feel me? But yeah, I hope each and every one of you guys have a blessed rest of your day. We didn't have anybody in the chat. That's fine. Honestly, I just hope you guys go ahead and come through and like the video. Like the live stream. If Chris don't pull up, because it's Friday, I know he probably got other plans. If you don't pull up, we're probably gonna be on Hell Divers or maybe Tekken. Who knows? We'll see what we got, or we have a new game or I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna catch you on the flip. I'm low key glad I don't gotta shout out everybody. But shout out to Zero. Shout out to our regulars that pull up. Jada Goddess. Pars said he was gonna watch this, so shout out to Pars. It did say we had like 2 people watching. I'm not the second person, so I don't know. So shout out to whoever was watching. Oh wait, I was sat here this whole time, right? I sat here this whole time, gangsters. My fault. I sat here this whole time. Let's go back. Let's watch this video real quick. Not even.
Did you ever think you and Zoe would break up?
Never. It's surreal because like that was my whole thing of just like hanging on to, you know, like hope maybe he'll want to talk about it and like want to fix it or like do better.
Is there any hope?
Right now, no.
Is it frustrating?
But it sucks though.
Things her way, she acts like I'm doing it wrong.
What do you want from me? You act like I never see her. I see her every week.
That's good enough for you.
What do you mean? She's taken care of, is she not?
Yeah, because of me. No. I take care of her every day.
Damn, that's corny as fuck. In order to have a full screen, I can't like just. Oh, you know what we can do though. Right here, I'm really like that. Let me just. Go back. Bring this in. Bring this over. Fuck. No.
You think it's easy?
I never said it was easy, but you chose to do that.
That's not an excuse, though.
Before
you
had
just
her.
don't understand.
Before you had her, I told you I'm not going to be there all the time.
But
You said that's fine.
Do you think that you're gonna be doing all the work? Like I'm gonna try to do it just so it makes it easier on him. Dana was right, like I'm literally doing everything. I knew it was gonna change, but I didn't know it would be this much of a change.
I don't blame her for the way she feels and, wanting me to do more. But right now I gotta be focused on my profession, not only for myself, but for my family.
So that's fine. I said, all right.
You just don't get it, so there's no point talking about it.
You just don't get it. Sometimes I just want to see her. I don't want to see you. Well, why are you getting upset now?
Hold on. Fuck they music. You gotta hit him with the. Or this one.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
We got him here, bro.
Oh my!
We just gotta add him next time. I meant to show y'all. We have them. And eventually we're gonna start doing the scene thing where like I'm gonna have the intro screen slide over. I'm gonna eventually figure out this OBS shit so it's not so OBS bullshit. You feel me? Because this is like I could fix this too. Like, I could just want to. I could just zoom this, clear all that out. You feel me? Keep it like that. You feel me? And keep it just like this. I don't even have to keep it like small screen and shit like that. I just can't see anything else up there at the top. I don't need to. I gotta start doing that more often when we first start the screen. But then I have to be careful with that too, because then I have to go back to show y'all the display screen. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I think there's a way I can actually keep it like that. Anyways.
She didn't have to cut me off. Only with nothing. Your love, she treat me like
back up and then start hitting the real dancers. You feel me? All right, man. So that's it for the stream today. I am actually feeling hungry, even though I just ate not too long ago. Maybe it's all the weed. But hope each and every one of you guys have a blessed rest of y'all fucking day. I have been Q to the motherfucking God. Please do me a favor and subscribe. We are looking for one more subscriber to get to 300 subscribers. So yeah, please do me that favor and subscribe. Go ahead and comment if you did like the video. If you want more, like, and subscribe. Ram Ram. Stop.